Hey, welcome. Today, we're diving into a moment pretty much every international traveler has experienced. You know, that slightly tense interview with the immigration desk. We're going to break it down piece by piece, so you can see exactly what's going on and maybe feel a little less nervous next time.
We've all been there, right? You hand over your passport, and for a second, it feels like your whole trip is on the line. This really nails that feeling. But what feels like just a casual chat is actually a super structured process. And honestly, knowing the why behind each question changes everything.
So let's start right at the beginning. That first interaction isn't just a simple hello, it's really about setting the stage for the entire check.
It almost always kicks off with this simple, polite request. This is step one. The officer is officially linking you to your documents. They're just making sure your name matches your passport, your flight is correct. It's the foundation for everything that comes next. Okay, now we get to the real heart of the conversation. This next batch of questions, it's all about the officer building a consistent and believable picture of your trip. You can think of it as them kind of fact-checking your story in real time.
Now, check this out. This is what's really happening behind the scenes. Every question has a clear purpose. Where are you traveling? That just has to match your ticket. Purpose of your trip lets them know if you're a tourist or there for work or studying. But then questions about how long you're staying, where you're staying, and especially if you have a return ticket, those are all getting at one big thing. Are you planning to go home? It's like a logic puzzle, and your answers are just the pieces they need to solve it.
All right, so once they're clear on your personal story, the focus totally shifts. We go from questions about your trip to a universal security checklist that every single traveler has to answer.
These three questions are the big ones. They're a non-negotiable security protocol all over the world. Yeah, they can feel a little repetitive if you fly a lot, but they are so important. Think of it as a verbal contract to make sure every passenger is taking complete and total responsibility for what's in their luggage.
And it all boils down to this key idea: personal responsibility. When you answer those questions, yep, I packed my own bags, nope, nobody gave me anything, you're basically making a formal declaration. You're officially stating that you and only you are in control of your luggage. It's a huge part of what keeps air travel safe. And that brings us to the home stretch, the final clearance. All the verbal checks are done, and now it's time to make it official with a bit of technology and, of course, that awesome passport stamp. So after all the talking, comes the tech. Biometrics are used to create an undeniable link between your physical self, your fingerprint, your face, and your travel documents. It creates this secure digital signature that proves you are who you say you are. No question about it.
These last actions are usually super quick, almost like a rhythm. Finger on the scanner, look at the camera, and then you hear that satisfying thump of the stamp. And hey, that stamp isn't just a cool souvenir, it's the official legal record of your entry, locked into the system right alongside your photo and fingerprint.
And then you hear the magic words every traveler is waiting for. You are cleared for departure. That simple sentence means you've passed every check: identity, intent, and security. It's the green light. The inspection is officially over. You know, once that formal process is complete, the whole vibe changes. You're moving from a structured interview to the actual, exciting journey ahead of you. You've crossed the barrier, both literally and figuratively.
I actually love this moment because the officer's role kind of shifts from being a gatekeeper to being a guide. They give you this useful, practical info, your gate number, when you'll be boarding. It's this small human touch that signals you're moving on from the security process and into the travel experience itself. And really, that's the whole point of what we've talked about today. That entire process, which can feel a little intimidating, is just the foundation. It's a formal conversation to make sure everything is safe and in order, and once it's done, the real adventure can finally start.
So, as we wrap up, here's a little something to think about. That quick interview is really the official starting line for a brand new experience. It makes you wonder, right? What other simple questions in our lives are actually the quiet beginning of something much bigger? Thanks for watching.